Real Housewives of Atlanta newbie Kelli Ferrell's husband is now threatening legal action against her and Bravo. I'm guessing that Tasha K interview did nothing for him, so he decided to take it to the next level.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So before we even get to this Real Housewives of Atlanta update, they're currently in the middle of filming. This will definitely be one of the hot topics that we talk about at Friday's show. Next Friday, September 12th, here in New York City, I will be having our final show of 2025 and the final show of our summer tour, The Kempire After Dark, the Villain Era live experience featuring the Brooke Ashley. She's got some tea to spill. I've got some tea to spill, and I'm sure you got some too. Don't forget, this show is a special show because we have a live stream ticket option for you. So no matter where you are in the world, you will be able to watch this show and be able to watch it after September 12th for up to a week. Get your tickets today. More information on ticket information will be available in the description. So let's get to this story. Part of me did not want to talk about it. I'm so tired of these men, specifically on Real Housewives of Atlanta, on social media, threatening lawsuits, all of this stuff. It's sort of like, and honestly, I don't even blame the men. I blame the women. I blame the women because like, why did you bring these men into our lives? Why, oh, why? All right, I really blame the men. But especially when you think about what Kelli alluded to during season 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it definitely gave a very dark vibe. So let's take a listen to what he had to say. And this is from our friends over at the Bravo Shade Room. They got all the clips from his press conference. It really is a press conference. And I had a heads up about this. Shout out to my sources down there in the ATL. I had a heads up that this was coming. And part of me was like, I really don't care. But thank you for the information. I shout out to our sources. But I was like, really?
Hey, good morning. Today I end my silence for 3 years. I watched my name dragged through the mud.
He's reading from his statement.
My business stolen, my home taken, my children withheld, and my dignity attacked. The truth is simple. What happened to me was not justice. It was abuse of power. The 2022 hearing that changed my life should have never happened. I was never properly served. Without service, there is no jurisdiction. That means the court never had the legal authority to rule against me. Yet they did. In that ruling, my company, my livelihood, and my future was taken from me. Even from disturbing the court, ignored overwhelming evidence. The Atlanta Chicken and Waffles was business. My business was started with my money and my family recipes. Just 1 month before the hearing, Kelli signed an operating agreement acknowledging that we were partners. We have a signature. We have a text sending it back to our business manager. We have Secretary...
Child, there's a man behind him with a sign. I don't know what the sign says, but he's holding a sign.
Estate filings, EIN numbers, tax documents, everything. She went into court, lied, and claimed she was the sole owner. The business ignored the agreement.
Mind you, during this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, there is a grand opening for the second Nana Chicken and Waffles. So he's claiming that it was his money that started these businesses.
Hey, good morning. Today I end my... The business ignored the agreement, ignored the evidence, and handed my company. The clerk of court, Janice Morris, even further, posted on social media, celebrating Kelli, praising her as she took my company. You are the clerk of the court. I trusted you to be neutral, to respect the office you hold. Instead, you cheered on injustice. And Nancy Bills, every time I stepped into your courtroom, I expected fairness, but I found hostility and bias. You even denied me the right to counsel at one hearing. You called me names on record. You forced me under threat of jail to transfer assets that were fully in my name, including my food truck. You locked me up multiple times for money that had already been paid back into my joint account. I was terrified to stand before you because you showed me again and again that I had no chance.
So he has accusations not just against Kelli and Bravo. He also has accusations against the court system in Rockland County.
Of being treated fairly. The business ignored the agreement.
Okay, so let's go to the second clip.
Let me be clear. I never stole money from my business. The funds were from loans and grants that had both been signed to expand Nana's. When I saw reckless personal spending, I safeguarded the funds as recommendation of our then business partner. Before the June hearing, I had already turned over $320,000 to the joint business account. Once the companies that I had found a path forward, which was agreeing to the terms of operational agreement, which outlined that both signatures was needed, and you're agreeing to not spend funds reserved for the business expansion. By December 2022, every penny was back. Yet in January 2024, I spent over 40 days in jail, while my ex-wife and her attorney told the court
He spent 40 days in jail?
it had never been repaid. This is false imprisonment. This is fraud. And while Kelli was awarded the business because that the proceedings
Why does the audio on this sound like we are back in 1960 something?
from the homes and more, I still left with the debt. To this day, that loan sits on my credit while she uses the business it funded. On top of that, her attorney withheld over $74,000 that was legally mine from the sale of our home. Let me be clear, of our home. Money that sat over a year before quietly sent to escrow. Money I could have used to support my children and myself after losing everything. Child support was set at nearly $4,000 a month, not based on my income, but on a business grant. Still, I tried. I offered payments that were rejected. I paid $14,000 with help from a friend when I was jailed again. I even offered half of the $74,000 I was owed just to catch up. But the truth is, Kelli doesn't want resolution. She wants to keep me down because without that storyline, she loses her platform of our home.
Okay, so he's accusing her of using this issue with him as a storyline. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but okay. Here's the issue. I think if he had done this and just took this route before sitting down with a blogger about his relationship, and no offense to Tasha K, but she's known to be messy. It's not like he went and sat down with, I mean, may she rest in peace, a Barbara Walters or or equivalent, a journalist. It's not like he did that. Or, never mind even going to the media, go to court.
But the truth is, Kelli doesn't want resolution. She wants to keep me down because without that storyline, she loses her platform. And bravo, your hands are not clean. You gave airtime to lies that you knew could not be sustained. You put my daughter on national TV without my permission. You built a storyline that destroyed my name from entertainment. This is defamation.
What's defamation?
It will not stand. So today, I inform the world I intend to sue every party that's played a role in this part. Those who withheld my children, who stole my money, who illegally held my home proceeds, who ran hearings without jurisdiction, and abused their public offices, and who profited off lies. To my children, Chance, Chester, and Chassis. Hear me.
Mind you, I don't believe he mentioned her oldest daughter, because remember during the season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, the oldest daughter talked about how he hasn't reached out to her. Mind you, he also helped raise this older daughter that's not biologically his, but he helped raise her since she was a little girl.
Clearly, I love you. I have never left you. I have fought for you every day, in every courtroom, every filing, and every word I speak. No matter what you told, no matter what you've seen on TV, your father always loved you and always will. But the truth, TV, your father always loved you and always will. To my supporters, this is bigger than me.
Who are his supporters? Probably his family. Okay.
This is about accountability, integrity, and justice. What happened to Rockdale should have never happened to a man, another father, or another family. My silence is over. The truth is heard, and today is just the beginning. Thank y'all.
So let me give you the official report of what AtlantaNewsFirst.com is reporting. They said that Mark Farrell, the ex-husband of Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member Kelli Ferrell, is accusing the Rockdale County officials and Bravo of misconduct. Farrell accuses a federal judge and the Rockdale County clerk of court of unlawfully stripping Farrell of his business and home in the divorce. He also says that he was wrongfully incarcerated for a debt he had already paid in full. I'm going to take him off his word on this, but then I'm sort of like, so what exactly happened? How did they prove that you did not pay her? Standing alongside his attorneys and father, Farrell announced lawsuits for defamation, malicious prosecution, and civil rights violations on the steps of Rockdale County Courthouse Tuesday. He says this is not just one man's fight. It's a case that raises national questions about judicial accountability, abuse of power, racial bias in family courts, and the influence of entertainment media on legal proceedings, the news release said. Farrell was married to Kelli Ferrell, who joined Housewives of Atlanta on season 16. Kelly's best known as the co-founder of the famed Nana's Chicken and Waffles, which are locations in McDonough and now Sandy Springs. If anything, you just gave her more of a storyline, Mark, and I'm sure this is going to play out on the show. And I don't think they need your permission to have the kids on the show. They probably will use exactly what Kenya used against Mark in her divorce, saying that this is a part of her life, this is a part of her job, and the kids have to be on the show. But we shall see. I don't really love children on reality television just because of the space that it opens them up to. We're going to follow this case because, you know, we're going to follow Housewives of Atlanta season 17, which is going to be featuring some new faces, Pinky Cole and K. Michelle. And Kelli Ferrell has been seen filming as well. Guys, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on what Mark Farrell has to say about Bravo TV, Rockland County, and what he has to say about his ex-wife, Kelli Ferrell. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.